Awesome. Great to have you on today, Nathan. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great.
Awesome, brother. Well, tell us a little bit about your background story. So obviously we've been working together for a while. Uh, tell us your name, where you're from, what do you do for work?
Name is Nathan Evans. I'm originally from Texas. I migrated my way back to North Alabama, and I live here now and been here for 3 years now. And I have a disaster restoration company, and I have a dumpster rental company that we do. We stay pretty busy in.
Right, right. And if I understood you correctly, I know that your company's been doing some pretty big things. So you've been like all over the place, right?
Absolutely, 100%. I stay that way.
Yeah.
Always working, always going, always doing, and that's it's very difficult sometimes.
Definitely, definitely. So let's talk a little bit about that because obviously there were some challenges, there were some concerns that you were facing in your health and fitness journey before we started working together. So where were you like mentally, emotionally, health wise before we started working together?
Oh, I was a mess. I, you start every Monday thinking I'm going to start eating clean and eating healthy, and the next thing you know, you're pulling through McDonald's in some other state because you're starving, and it's just a recipe for a disaster. So
Mm,
I needed a little bit of guidance, or a lot of bit of guidance, and a little bit of push. And I knew it was time for me to start taking charge. And at 55 years old, my blood sugar was high, cholesterol was
mm.
high, um, blood pressure was high, and it was just the doctor said you got to do something. So that's when I called you guys, and things have changed drastically.
Absolutely. And yeah, before we get to that part where things change drastically, like I really want to like touch on this because there's a lot of people, right, who might listen to this and be like, "Oh my God, like I was like, so out of shape or I wasn't like, healthy or fit." Like, I'm sure those are things that you probably resonated with at that time. So what was it, right, that made you say, "You know what? I I can't just keep putting my health and my fitness on hold anymore." Like what made you start to shift? What made you say like this is the time I need to start taking action?
Well, it was when the doctor told me that you are pre-diabetic. You got to do something. You're
Mm,
pre-diabetic. I didn't even let the blood pressure and the cholesterol slow me down. But he said
yeah.
pre-diabetic. And I said, all right, my grandfather died from that. I said, I got to do something different. And it was way past time. So, I was at my heaviest I ever been. And, no other reason, but because I was busy and I just didn't have myself in the right direction, focused enough.
Right, right. And I'm guessing like this isn't your first time going through like a health and fitness experience. Like what did you try before this? Like I guess you've tried things before this.
I did. I went to a camp that it was what 2 3 weeks. A lot about eating and a lot about working out. Worked out a lot. Did good. Got back. Uh, Joined the gym. Had a personal trainer, and things were going great. And then I moved to do another business in another state. And when you
Mm,
do that, I'm all about getting up in the same house every morning, going to the same gym or down in my basement, eating my own breakfast here. When you throw a lot of different things at you, at the whole mix like that, you get jumbled up a little bit. And then, traveling and staying gone a month at a time, not doing anything but eating out and not eating good.
mm,
You can eat
mm.
out and eat somewhat healthy. I wasn't even trying. I was just busy and just trying to eat.
Yeah, yeah. So basically, obviously, being a business owner, traveling, juggling so many different responsibilities, changing states, like all these things, like what I'm hearing is that there wasn't the right strategy in place to allow you to still travel, to scale your business, to still have that positive impact, and still at the same time, have a great level of health and fitness, like all this together at that point. Was that right?
That's right, 100%. And I definitely knew I needed to do something. And I looked into several different programs, several different things. But just something about y'all's program that stuck with me. And I talked
Yeah,
with Bo, and things just
yeah.
took off from there. And I was real excited about it.
Definitely. So let's talk a little bit about our first interaction because we've been working together for a while. So you spoke about some of the things you've tried. You've tried personal trainer. You've tried, doing boot camps. You've done you. This is not your first rodeo, right?
No,
You've
no.
done the things, right? So what was different about us, like starting to work together, that you started to realize, okay, maybe this could be different.
Well, nutrition was a big thing. Even when I went to the that class in Utah, they hit on it a little bit, but they didn't really drive it home. And when I had a personal trainer, he was more worried about just me coming to work out and not really
Yeah.
driving home nutrition. And I'm not a dummy. I knew I wasn't doing the best things, but I was eating cleaner and better, and I got in pretty good shape. It just, but you got to stay with it. And the key is you have got to stay with it. And this time I think it's hit home. Maybe it's my age, because there's no second chance after this. You're 55 years old. You're really bad out of shape at 65. You got less chance of going after it. I want to start now.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So, I mean, if you're open to being, to sharing, to being honest, like, why didn't you just keep doing this on your own? Like, why didn't you just invest, into like a $50 ebook or $100 YouTube workout? Like, why did you decide now I need to really invest and work on this?
Well, just talking with I guess Bo the first night, he was explaining the program, and
Mhm.
I knew nutrition is probably 85% of it, if not more. Working out's
Yes.
great, you got to do it, but if you don't have a good nutritional diet or eat clean,
Mhm.
you're almost spinning your wheels. And he drove that home. The way he talked about it made it sound more simple than I really always thought it would be, and it has
Yeah.
been pretty simple. And sticking with it, after you start eating clean, you don't want to eat fast food. I don't even
Yeah.
think about McDonald's or Taco Bell or anything. I don't care how hungry I am. I try to eat
Yes.
clean if I eat out, even. So keep counting my calories and watching my macros and stuff and working out. And it's just the way he explained the system. I thought it would be more simple, and it has
Mm.
been. It's still hard to go from, eating bad, not working out, to working out and eating good, but it's not the end of the world. I feel great. I feel better, and I'm glad I did it.
Brilliant. Brilliant. So let's talk about that then. So what have you achieved over the last few months? Like, let's start with physical changes. What are some of the physical results?
I started out at 303 pounds. I'm down to 273.
Woo, let's go.
Yep. I mean, so that's what, 30 pounds?
30 pounds. Let's
30
go,
pounds.
brother.
30
All right.
pounds. My next goal is 235.
Amazing.
Normally at 250 and then 235, but I'm going to hit it. And
Yes.
it's not about the weight. I want to add muscle. I don't care if I'm 250 if I got the right amount of muscle and less body fat, but because I'm 6'6", so it really doesn't matter. But 235 is my goal, the right amount of muscle and the right amount of body fat, and I'll be happy.
Beautiful. So 30 pounds down. I believe also looking at your waist measurement, you dropped 3 to 4+ inches from your waist. Is that right?
Yeah, more. Yeah, you're right.
More.
About 4 inches.
Woo, let's
Yeah.
go. All right.
I had to
All
buy new
right.
pants. I had to buy new pants. These are
Oh,
too baggy.
oh, let's
And I
go.
threw the other ones away. I said, I'm not even gonna wear them anymore.
Oh, yeah. There we
And that was
go.
about $600 worth of pants.
Woo. All right.
Yeah, I'm all right with that. I'll keep buying them until I get down to where I want to be.
Exactly. Exactly. Amazing. So I'm hearing 4 inches down from waist, 30 pounds down. Amazing. What about like strength? Um,
Yeah,
Obviously clothes, you got rid of some clothes already. What about strength or muscular differences? What have you noticed there?
I've got more tone. More tone. I am stronger. Um,
Mm,
when I worked out before, I was a little younger. And I had the trainer. He was more focused on doing the heaviest you can do. I'm more focused now on building my strength, but I don't really care
mm,
about the bench pressing 400 pounds. I just want to
yes.
keep continuing up to where I can build muscle and drop body fat.
Beautiful.
But I am
Beautiful. So
definitely
more.
stronger. I went from doing 3 push-ups to I can do 30 now. So I mean,
Woo! Let's
that's a big
go.
deal for 6'6", 273
Yeah.
pounds. That's a pretty big
That's
deal.
huge. That's a
Yeah,
huge thing. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Man, and Nathan, come on. Like every time, like I feel like every 5 seconds, you're like, and this, and this. I'm like, I gotta pull this out. Come on, Nathan.
Well, I'm thinking. I mean, I'm thinking everybody should know this already, but nobody knows what I've done. But it's are there days I get up and don't want to work out? I don't work out that morning. I wait till late, like tonight. I got to work out tonight because I didn't work out this morning. But I sleep very little. And if I don't feel like I just cannot get up, I want to get another hour of sleep. That's what I do. And then I go work out at night. So,
Beautiful.
but it pays off. I'll get down there and I'll get pumped up and things will be good. And I'll eat a nice dinner and relax a little bit.
Beautiful.
But I've gotten stronger. I feel better. People have noticed it, and it makes you look. It gets you pumped up. You know, it keeps you going.
Definitely, 100%. What about mentally or emotionally? What kind of changes or positive differences have you noticed there?
A lot. I mean, we talked about this the other day. And if I'm pretty driven anyway, but when I'm more driven, when I'm healthier, I've worked out, I've eaten clean. It's great for business because we're even more driven. And I have employees that can see it and they get more driven by it. So it's a win-win. And I'd be dumbass to go backwards right now. I mean, it's a win-win.
Absolutely. Love it. So I'm hearing like more confidence, more drive, impacting, influencing employees, team members, just because of the revolution, the changes in your own health and fitness.
Yep, 100%. And then I'm loving it. And I didn't think it would be. I knew if I got in shape or got better shape, I'm not in shape yet, but I'm getting in better shape. I knew it would motivate me even more, but it's more than that. I mean, I look forward to eating clean and eating good. Yes, do I fall back and eat a biscuit for breakfast sometimes? Yep, sure I do. But I still stay in my macros and my calories, or try to, and it gets real close sometimes. But then I tweak my lunches and my dinners, and away we go. It does all right. So I'm not starving by any means.
Yeah. Cool. So let's be honest with everybody. Like, who is this program for and who is it not for?
I mean, it's for anybody. I mean, honestly, if you really want to get in shape, and we discussed this the other day, some people will join a program and just not do anything, and they'll keep paying for it. Join a gym, $15 to join Planet Fitness or whatever. I'm going to do that. Why not? But never go. For everybody that's really serious, that wants to get in shape and not just work out and build muscle, but eat clean and learn the whole concept behind it. I mean, again, it's 85 or plus % of your eating clean and your healthy diet, whole foods. I mean, you preach that, and you told me a few things that I thought I was right on, and you said no, that's not right. You want to eat whole foods, in modest amounts, and it'll be good for you. And that's what I've done, and I like it. I didn't think I would, to be honest with you, because I'm very picky about what I eat. There's certain things I just can't. Vegetables are one thing I don't eat a whole lot of, but I do the best I can with it.
Yeah, beautiful share. Awesome. And what would you say has been your favorite aspect of the program, of the coaching experience together?
I'll go back to nutrition. My favorite. I mean, people say, "Oh, well, you're looking good. You're working out. You see some more muscle." But the nutrition is what. I mean, even people at work, because I would used to eat like everybody in the office would get burgers and fries from Hardee's or something for lunch. Now I eat my meals. They're still eating the same crap.
Yeah.
And they say, "Wow, you're driven. You're going to get this done, aren't you?" I say, "Absolutely." I said, "Y'all just eat what you got to eat, but I'm going to do what I got to do." So yeah, I really do like the nutrition part of it.
Beautiful. And is there anything else, like any advice or any tips or anything that you would give to anybody who's just starting out, who maybe is like a little bit uncertain, who doesn't know, like maybe if they can do this for themselves? Like, what would you say to that person?
Well, I would say give it 3 months, 4 months. Don't give it 4 months. Try this system out, and you'll know at the end of 4 months if you're going to really do it or not. And don't keep spending your money if you're not going to do it. But if you really want to do it, at the end of 4 months, stay with it. You have somebody that you talk with every month, or you can even talk to more often. They teach you, they train you, and they're there anytime you need them. And give it 4 months. If you give it 4 months and you really work it hard, I lost 30 pounds. So that's not my goal. I could sit here and maintain probably for a long time and not do anymore. That's not what I want to do. I want to get back in shape, and I want to look good and feel good.
Beautiful. I love it. Great piece of advice. Awesome. And how do you envision us like moving forward together? Obviously, we already know, but why don't you share?
Well, you're stuck with me for a year. And, we have our goal of 235 and maybe even more. That's what we talked about the other night. And it's going to be a good ride. I can't wait I can't wait for the end of the year and go for another year, you know?
I love it. I love it. Nathan, thank you again for your time. Thank you for your energy. I'm so excited for the next year, the year after that. I just cannot wait to keep watching your growth. So again, I appreciate you. I appreciate the growth. Let's keep rocking together.
Thank you, Gabriel. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.